Let me turn this up. I'll watch that one. Oh, my glass is dirty. God damn. I be getting all these smudge marks in my glass. Uh, who is that? Gosh, we starting off the day with people deleting comments. Who was that? Shaquille, who was that? Did you see who that was? That deleted their own comment? Okay, so why are you deleting your own comments? Nefer Sistars forecast. Hey Shamara, American Princess Christopher. What's going on, everybody? What is really going on today? We in a we we kind of in this weird time right now where this um retrograde is one of those that I'm like, what is that? Okay, this retrograde is one of those that I notice is bringing up a lot of emotional baggage or emotions that people haven't dealt with. And the only way that you can deal with those type of things is if you're honest with yourself. So I'm putting a question out there. Are you truly happy? Like, are you happy? Because I notice a lot of people come to me because they want either a relationship or they're trying to get a relationship back. Hey, little fella, where you going, boo boo? or they're trying to get a relationship back. Lately, I've had a lot of women trying to get a man back. And my question is always, if he left you, why do you want him back? I'm go- that's gonna be the first thing I ask you. If he left you for another woman, why do you want him back? Do you want him back because you love him, or do you want him back because you're trying to prove a point? You know, we have to learn how to separate ourselves from our ego, because our ego will tell us that I can't let that woman win, so I have to get him back. And the brain is telling us, let that woman have him because he ain't worth shit. But you don't want to let it go because it was yours. You know, that whole childish thing, like we grow up believing that things really belong to us. People belong to us. Animals belong to us. This is mine. That is my boyfriend, my husband, my dog, my cat. When we don't own people, we do not own people. We cannot own people. Now, our ancestors, some of y'all ancestors used to own people, but you see how that worked out. Even that ended bad because even though slavery is over, the effects of it still stands to this day. There is still a disdain between the haves and the haves nots. So the question stands, do you love yourself? Because see, when you work with me on a spiritual level, I'm gonna make you go down and figure out what's really going on. Cause I don't want you wasting your money on some dude that ain't gonna come back to you. And if he do come back, he ain't gonna stay. So what you gonna do? After you get him back and he stay 3 months, you gonna call me again? No, cause I'm gonna get sick of you. I want you to work on yourself before you start, you know, dragging these people into your relationships. If into relationships with you, if you have never worked on yourself and you have really never sat down and dealt with yourself, you don't need to be in a relationship. You don't. You don't need to be in a relationship until you figure out who you are. Hey, Leah, if you don't know who you are, you don't need to be in a relationship. And if you single and you're not happy, you don't need to be in a relationship because you can't be happy by yourself. So how are you going to be happy with somebody else if you can't be happy alone? Hey, Phyllis, I love this person. This person, I love her. I loved her before I loved my husband. And I think my love for her has allowed me to love my husband. If I didn't love her, I couldn't love him. How can you love somebody else if you don't love yourself? You're not taking care of yourself. You don't care enough about yourself to take care of yourself. How you gonna take care and love somebody else? How is that possible? I am so extra. Y'all know I'm extra. How's that possible? For you to love someone else and you don't even know if you love yourself. It's things about yourself that you don't even like. And I notice people that like to hook up in big groups and be a part of the clique. You doing that because you don't like to be with yourself. I could go hours and hours and hours without talking to anybody. I don't talk to people. I don't have a whole lot of people that I talk to on the phone. I don't have a whole lot of people that I deal with, especially not off the internet. I don't have to always, have a whole lot of people in my face or me talking to a whole lot of people or dealing with a whole lot of people. That ain't never been me. I like my quiet time. Because if you constantly distracted, then what time do you have to give to spirit? What time do you have to meditate? When do you do those things? If you so busy calling, you got to talk to her. This my best friend. Oh, my best friend. Yeah, best friend. Hey, best friend. You hang up from one person, you talking to somebody else. I noticed that the majority of people on YouTube that in this YouTube click that I watch, the majority of people that keep up a lot of drama, they ain't got no life. They don't have no mates. You know what I mean? They're not in a relationship. So they keep up drama on YouTube. That's their whole life is drama on YouTube. Every day, I swear, every day I wake up, it is some new drama or y'all rehashing some old drama. I'm like, this shit don't never get old to y'all. But honey, let me tell y'all something. So today I was looking because I follow this. I told y'all I follow this young lady named Emma Chamberlain. Now her dad is around the same age as me. Emma is a YouTuber. She got like 7 million subscribers or 7 or 8 million subscribers on YouTube, and she is 18 years old. And they just did an article, a full page article about her in the New York Times. Full page. Pictures, big ass pictures of her in everything in the New York Times. And we got these little dumb YouTubers over here with 8 and 9 thousand subscribers arguing with each other and calling the FBI and stuff. This girl got 8 or 9 million. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's 8 or 9 million subscribers. And they just did an article about her, about an up and coming, a rising YouTube star in the New York Times. And this young lady is from the Bay Area. And we on here with 8,000 subscribers arguing, fussing, and fighting. And I follow the young lady, her dad. Um, he is a painter. Um, he goes out to different places here in the Bay Area, like San Francisco, like different beaches and stuff, and paints scenery. I guess it's called plein air painting. That's a nice oil. I think he uses oil, and I've never tried to paint with oil yet. Ooh, that's I would like to take a class because I don't really know anything about oil painting. So far I've just used watercolor and acrylic paint. But he does some really nice paintings, and he does shows and stuff. And I would like to go. I hope I don't have to make you get angry. I would like to go to one of his shows and see one of his shows because he does have shows every now and then here in the Bay Area. You know where he shows off his paintings and stuff. But this what real people doing. This what people who who are happy in their life. Like this man is around the same age as me. He seems to be retired. I think he's a full-time painter. He gets up, he goes to paint. If the weather is nice now, he is surfing. He gets out there and he surfs and, hang out at the beach. And we on here arguing with each other every day. You can't be happy living that kind of life. And I had to catch myself. And was like, why are you watching them? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I think some of the stuff is funny. Like Jay Wilson, some of his videos are funny. I enjoy watching him. But even if he gets too deep into it, I have to click off. Because those people, like, they unhappy. You can't be happy living like that. You cannot be. This girl, 18 years old and got 8 million subscribers. And she don't argue with nobody on the internet. She don't even, she don't even, she don't, I think I saw her go live maybe 2 or 3 times. She don't answer her comments, nothing. She make her videos, post them, and that's it. Because I'm telling you, it is so many unhappy people in this world. And people they will drag you down with them. They unhappy and they want you to coast down that unhappiness river right with them. And you just either got to put their ass out your boat or don't never let them get in. Yeah, misery really does love company. It really, really does. And you just got to not let it happen. That ain't your, I'm gonna have to get me, I'm gonna have to get that coffee cup before somebody steal my little saying. That ain't my ministry. Unhappiness is definitely not my ministry. Oh, Melody Brown says she done learned Reiki. Is it Reiki or Reiki? I want to. That is on my list. That is on my list to learn because after I did the crystal healing class, I said that I was going to do that one, and I never went back. Hey, Flower Child. I'm reading some of y'all comments. So Shamar said, honestly, I say no. I'm not really happy because there's somewhere I want to be, but I can't get there because I don't know where or what it is. Well, how you know you're supposed to be there if you don't know where it is? How you know you're supposed to be somewhere but you don't know where it is? If you supposed to be somewhere, then you should know where it is. Like, I got an appointment tomorrow. I'm supposed to be at the eye doctor. But I'm supposed to be somewhere and I don't know where that is. How? Maybe you supposed to be where you are right now. Phoenix said, don't people who cast love spells usually have obsessive behaviors afterwards? No. Why would they? Well, it depends on your intent. I cast love spells. I don't have obsessive behaviors. And what do you mean? The caster or the receiver? The object of the spell. You mean the receiver of the spell? Are they obsessive? Not all the time, no. No. So not so plain Jane said, answer to the question, I'm content but not happy. Still purging old stories of what I'm supposed to achieve in life and I'm not there yet. How do you know you're supposed to achieve it? Because there's a difference between what you think you're supposed to achieve and what you're really supposed to achieve. Because sometimes we set expectations for ourselves that are not our destiny. We may think we're supposed to do something, but that's not what we're supposed to do. And eventually, Spirit, if you open yourself up and allow yourself to be guided, Spirit will guide you in the direction that you're supposed to go in. But as long as you're following your ego and you're chasing the bag and all of this stuff that these young people say, you'll never get to where you're going because you're chasing the wrong thing. Instead of really doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're chasing money. You know, I look at people like Cardi B and Offset and a lot of these rappers that are coming up now, they will never ever be happy because they're chasing money. And money don't do nothing but drive you crazy if that's your main focus. If your main focus is to get rich and you chasing a bag, you're going to always be unhappy because you're never going to have enough money. Never. Because every year a new car is coming out. There's always going to be new diamonds. Oh, it's going to be houses in Miami and Detroit and all these, fancy places. Atlanta, Buckhead, all the places where the rappers live, LA, Calabasas. Oh, they bought a house in Calabasas. Oh, I want me a house in. Oh, the Kardashians just bought a G wagon. Oh, I want me a G wagon. You'll forever be chasing what someone else has, and you'll never be happy. I don't give a damn what somebody else is driving. I don't care where other people are living. None of that. That's your life. Hey, Yardy, that ain't my life. I'm not trying out here trying to prove nothing to nobody. Cause if I was, honey, I would not even be showing these little fat grandma arms. I remember a time there is no way in the world I've been showing these little fat grandma arms because I hated these arms and I didn't want nobody to see them. But now, you know what? If you have a problem with my arms, I'm gonna need you to cover your eyes up. Cause I'm not covering them up. I don't care. I'm not chasing nothing. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. My last name Brown. So I had no reason to keep up with the Joneses anyway, because they ain't related to me. And even if they was, I wouldn't be trying to keep up with them. I don't care. Yeah, if one of my friends then moved and into a nice house, then girl, I'm happy for you. You got a new car? Oh, girl, that's good. Swing by so I can see it. Take me for a ride. But that don't mean that I'm gonna tell my husband that he got to break his back and buy me a new car because my friend just got a new car. Hell no, because I don't want no car. No, I don't care what jewelry or rings or whatever you just bought. Because honey, the way my hands are set up, I didn't have to take my own wedding rings off because my fingers been swelling up and stuff. So I don't care what diamonds and pearls and rubies and sapphires that you got. I don't care. I'm this my life. Hey DP Poetry, this is my life and I'm going to live this the way I see fit. I don't care about other people. And that's how you have to get. That's because you will be unhappy chasing somebody else's dream. What's your dream? What do you want out of life? What type of man do you want? That's what you have to find out. I ain't trying to live Cardi B's life. Cardi B, 20 some years old. I ain't trying to live her life. You know, I'm happy for her, but I wish somebody would pull her coattail too and tell her, sweetheart, these female rappers, you only gonna be on top for you only got a good 5 years at the most. I'm gonna give Cardi 5 years. You see, Beyonce, she didn't start doing movies and stuff because Beyonce know all that dancing and shit she was doing. Beyonce getting older, and them twins put a hurting on her body. Beyonce ain't out here like she was when she was 20. So she's starting to move on to other projects. You can't be on top forever. You ain't gonna be 20 forever. You ain't gonna be 30 forever. So you got to figure out what is going on in your life. What makes you happy? Are you happy? If you're not happy, how are you gonna get happy? What do you have to do to get happy? Yeah, a lot of people are, Leah. A lot of people who have money are in, the house and, all of this stuff are unhappy. Because you got all that stuff, you in debt, you got credit card debt, but it sure look good. It look good from the outside. It look real good to other people. But see, that's my thing. I don't care how people see me. Because you don't have to, you don't, like I told Mary, you don't have to sit on these old ass couches. Only me and Gizmo and my husband and the grandkids, family. We sitting here. We love these couches. Honey, these couches got a story to tell. These couches can, honey, if they could speak, they could tell you all kind of stuff. These couches done seen some stuff. Do you hear me? They could tell a story. So I don't care what people, what people think about what's going on in my house. I don't give a damn. Cause you're not gonna give me a dime. Not one. Not a dime. Yeah, I ain't got no car note. Sure don't. And don't want one right now. Cause I'm not trying to, ride around in no BMW or no Mercedes. Like my son got, okay, so my son had two cars. He had his little runaround car that, his commuter car that he would drive back and forth to work, and a nice BMW that he drove on the weekends, when he was trying to be cute. So somebody hit his runaround car and totaled it out, and the insurance, paid him for it or whatever. So now he's having to drive the BMW every day, and that BMW is eating the hell out of his pockets. It's leaking oil and carrying on, but he don't want to give it up because it looked good. It looked good. And y'all women done spoiled these men into really thinking that if they got a nice car, because my son kind of light skinned, he got the pretty eyes, and he drive a BMW, he tall, and he is still in that mindset that that's what women want. And a lot of women do. They do. A lot of them do want that. You got these men out here thinking, oh, you drive a BMW? Hey, BMW. Hey, BMW. How you doing? You don't know what his bill situation is like. You don't know that BMW is giving him hell. You don't care. And he don't either. You can't tell these kids nothing. Your friend's husband won't let her go to the mailbox. Oh no, honey. That can't be me. That can you know how these girls be doing. Hey cutie, hey brown eyes. My son, oh my God. Whew, some of the stories that he done told me. Y'all women, y'all kills me. Sometimes I can't. If I didn't see the shit, I wouldn't believe it. But I've seen a whole lot of stuff that I can't even talk about. Oh, honey, I have had so many men try to impress me with their cars, because I have worked around men that, had money. So that didn't impress me. I worked around aircraft mechanics, engineers. I used to work at Naval Air Station. So I worked around men that had money, you know, at every pay grade, from clerks all the way up to um, generals and everything in the military, commanders, everything. So I done been with, guys that have money. And men do, especially ugly men. Them be the main ones that will try to impress you with their money because they feel like that's all they have. But that has never, you can't impress me with your money because I don't care about your money because I didn't already peeped your hand. Women, I'm telling you now, men put on this tough, strong, macho act, but they are so fragile. They are extremely fragile. Men think that we are fragile. We're not the fragile ones. Their ego is so much more fragile than ours. And if you get a man and you can, look on the opposite side of all that money and shit that he got, you can really get to him. You can really see where his fragileness lies. Push all that money and shit to the side. What else you got? I don't want to know about your money or your dick. What else is it? What else can we talk about? Because, see, if he can't talk about nothing else but what he got, like his cars and, his money and his house and all of that kind of stuff, after he didn't talk about that, and after he didn't talk about the dick, let him talk about that, because, they want to talk about their dick. Men love to brag about their dick. Let them talk about their dick, because, that's what they got. Let them do that. So after they done talked about everything that they got the dick conversation out the way. Now what else you got? What else? I don't need nothing else. Oh yeah, you do. Yes, you do. What books have you read? What do you do on the weekends? How many baby mamas do you have? Where are they? When was the last time you talked to your kids? Why are you not talking to them? That's how you weed them out. Because I don't want no man that's not going to talk to his own children. Because, see, if you're not talking to your kids, eventually you ain't going to talk to me. If you will treat someone that came out of your own sack, out of your body, like shit, and not talk to them, I can imagine what you'll do to me. Oh yeah, I ain't even got to the part about how's your relationship with your parents. Not just your mama, your daddy too. Because a lot of men have issues with their fathers. And if you can't talk to your parents, you sure can't talk to me. You call your mama a bitch? I ain't talking to that bitch. Your mama is a bitch? Oh no. Mm-mm. That's how you weed them out. I'm telling you. Men, when you date them or talk to them on the phone, they gonna wave the red flag. The flags are going to be there. Just like in football, when the referee throw a flag on the play, they gotta stop. The game comes to a stop. And the referee would be like, number 32, offset, dot, 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 go back. That's how you gotta be in your relationships with people. When it's a flag on the play, up, flag on the play, he not even talking to his own mama. Up, offset, gotta go back 5 steps. But some of y'all see them get the flag on the play, and then you get the shit backwards. Instead of taking 5 steps backwards, you take 5 steps towards the dude. And he done already showed you he crazy. He done cussed his mama. I bet you that dude that beat up that girl at Disneyland, I bet you she still went home. I bet you she still with his ass. Because they said when the police came and talked to them, they was like, oh, nothing happened. Women have flags too, sweetheart. Yes, they do. When I say men, I mean both pronouns. I don't just mean men. I mean both. Everybody. I mean everybody. We all got flags. Yeah. Once a man disrespects his ex, he will disrespect you. If he talk about her like a dog, he gonna talk about you like a dog. Yeah, I can't deal with no man that call a woman a bunch of bitches and stuff. Because I know if he call her one, he gonna call me one. He sure will. Yeah, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? You ain't got to go 10 years, but you got to have a plan. You know what I mean? You got to have some kind of goals. You got to have something. You can't just be off like I'm just living. Shit. Well, some men, some straight men don't like talking to, gay men. Shit, straight men have a problem talking to women. A lot of men are, just don't have really well communication skills. And I think right now we are basically training younger people not to communicate because they don't talk to each other. Everything is through social media. Everything, is through a text. People don't talk to each other. And you can't get tone and inflection and all of that from a text message. I need to hear how you said what you said. I need to look at you. If it's something important, I don't talk to my husband about important things over the phone. I wait until he gets home. If I want to sit down and have a real conversation with him, I want to sit down and talk to him because, for one, I don't want him to be distracted, especially if it's something important. If I want to sit down and talk to you, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you face to face. I don't want to send a text message. And I think that's where, we are really messing up with people now. Text messages and stuff, we're breaking down those lines of communication. When I was young, we talked to each other. We used to sit and talk on the phone, or, your friend came over to the house and, we would sit back and chit chat. Me and my friends would sit on the porch and talk and, hang out at somebody else's house or whatever. But these kids nowadays, they don't talk to each other. You don't never see no kids hardly playing outside or, doing anything like we used to do. We have better social skills than the kids that are coming up now. They don't know how to talk to each other. That's why they're so violent, because they don't know how to handle confrontation. They don't know how to talk to each other. So they just get upset and just go fight because they don't know what else to do. They don't know how to use their words to communicate. So fuck it. It's just animalistic. You fight because you don't have words to communicate. That's why toddlers throw tantrums and fall out because they don't have words to communicate. Thank you, Essie. They can't communicate what's going on, so they just fall out screaming. And that's why adults fight each other because they don't have the words to communicate to get out of certain situations, so they'll just fight. Fuck it. Catch these hands. Because I don't have the words to give you, so you just catch these hands and feet or bullets or whatever. These are a bunch of unhappy, socially awkward, socially immature people. Yeah, texting is. I don't like to text important conversations. Call me. Meet me at a coffee shop or something. I don't want a text because you can get anything from a text. What you mean by that? I didn't mean nothing. Oh, well, you said so and so in the text. Yeah, but that's not what I meant. Okay, well, that's what it looked like. Okay, well, that ain't what I meant. See, you got the wrong thing. It's easy to get the wrong thing from a text. Yeah, me too, Shakia. When I'm looking at you, I can tell if you're lying. Duh, Antoine said. I can't stand men who automatically assume every dude is after their girl, and I'm like, not everyone wants your girl. Well, that's a sign of immaturity. Because if you got to be tripping all the time that the person is going to leave you, then you're immature and you're insecure about your relationship. I don't, when my husband leaves here to go to work, my husband, trains other women, rides on the bus, with other women. I don't worry about my husband because why would I? So I'm going to drive myself crazy worrying, is my husband, is he with another woman? Is another woman trying to get at him? Is he trying to get at another woman? Oh, I better check his phone when he get... That shit would drive me crazy. I did that kind of stuff when I was in my 20s or 30s. In my 30s. I was sneaking up on dudes, parked outside their house, driving around their job. No. My 30s was a complete molding and learning experience. And I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I went back to school when I was in my 30s. I put in a whole lot of work in my 30s. A lot. A lot of work that got me to the point where I am now. Cause yeah, I was crazy. I was following. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that, child. I used to be a crazy woman, and then not only was I crazy, but then add the fact that I wanted to do voodoo on top of that. No, it was a lot going on. Just a lot going on. I'm so glad I'm no longer that person. So glad. Because I'm telling you, women, men, if you allow it, men will stress you out. Especially once they find out that, they think they have you, you know, they think you're interested, or they think they cute. So another woman then already, or they then grew up hearing they was cute. It was this boy when I was young, when I was like in high school. His name was Mario. Mario looked like El DeBarge. Just light skin, pretty hair. I think his mother was white. Light skin, pretty, coal black, curly hair. Long for a dude. He had long hair. Girls was always trying to braid his hair and stuff. Every girl was trying to talk to Mario. And Mario knew that all the girls was trying to talk to him. So I never talked to him. Never. I never said anything. For one thing, I wasn't like, I was the little chubby girl that, people thought I was cute, but not cute like, oh, I want to date her cute, but cute like quiet. She don't bother nobody, that type of cute. And so one day during the summer, we were all at the swimming pool and I couldn't swim. And he was like, "Why you don't never talk to me?" And I was like, "Cause I don't want to." But everybody else be talking to me. Why you don't never talk to me? You don't think I'm cute? And I was like, "Well, I don't talk to you because everybody else talk to you." And he was like, "That do make sense." And we became friends. And then people was like, how's he talking to you? I've been trying to talk to him because I don't like him. He know I don't like him. And he became my friend because he knew I didn't want anything from him. Unlike all of the other girls who was trying to talk to him, give him their number and all of that kind of stuff. I say this that to say this. I saw Mario about 10 years ago, and he evidently got caught up in that crack epidemic. And I could tell it was him. He didn't know, he didn't remember me or anything, but I could tell it was him, and he looked horrible. Just horrible. He had that receding hairline, that hair was gone. Mostly all the cute boys, the boys that was cute back in high school, ain't none of them cute no more. All the girls that was, skinny and all that, it's only a few of them that are still skinny. A slight few. And we put all of that shit into high school. When relationships don't work in high school, we be ready to kill ourselves. Dead. And then we get older and see them damn people and they look a hot ass mess. All of the cutesy girls, the girls that talk shit about me when I was in high school and stuff, and couldn't make the cheer team and all of that kind of stuff, talked about me. Because, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all this story. When I was in high school, so of course, I couldn't be a cheerleader, but I had tried out for the pep squad, which, the pep squad was like in the stands, not out in front of everybody else. And, you got to wear like a little t-shirt or whatever. And, your little pom-poms, you got to come in behind the cheerleader. So me and my friends, one of my little goofy friends decided to go out for the pep squad. And, I was thinking that we was going to make it. So we didn't. We didn't get picked. And so, um, the kids that didn't get picked, if you don't get picked, you get teased. And so in high school, we had this thing like if you got cut from the team or you didn't make the team or whatever, people would, wait until you walk down the hall or wait until you was sitting at your desk at school and throw band-aids at you, because that was like meaning you got cut, so you need a band-aid. So, I was really hoping that my mean ass friends, like these mean girls that are still a clique to this day, I was hoping that they would leave me the hell alone, because I didn't get picked for the pep squad. But of course they didn't. I'm sitting at my desk in class, waiting, and here they ass come with a whole bunch of band-aids and threw them on my desk and was laughing. And, other people in the class was laughing at me. Ain't it funny how you remember crazy stuff that happened to you? That was over 30 years ago. We remember that. We remember that stuff. And then now the girls are like, why you won't come to none of the reunions? Why would I? Y'all treated me like shit in high school. Why would I want to be with y'all? I wasn't angry. I wasn't angry in high school. I wasn't an angry kid. I was just, I just didn't fit in. No matter how I tried, I just could not fit in with them. And my mother used to, say that it was because, I was religious, and it was how these real spiritual, my mom was like overly spiritual, and she was like, it's a calling on your life, you this, you that, like basically you not above them, but you above them. Don't even worry about them kids. But you do worry about that because you do want to be accepted by your peers. You want to be, a part of the clique. And that does not stop because I notice how people are here on YouTube. They want to be accepted. They want to be a part of the clique. They want to belong to something at whatever cost. They don't care what the cost is. I want to be a part of the clique. And I don't want, a whole bunch of cuckoo, cuckoo people around me. I'm not going to have it. That's why, people, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. People have asked me, for my address. I want to send you something. I just don't want you guys to, I don't want you to do that. Especially not to my, home address. Maybe when I get a post office box or whatever, then I will, allow people to do stuff like that. But not now. It's too for one thing, it's too much going on, and all of this trolling and stuff has kind of put like a bad taste in my mouth as far as really getting as close to people as I thought that we were going to be able to. You know, I just, when it's a flag on the play, I go in the opposite direction. You know, I listen to the referee. And when he says a flag on the play and go back so many inches, I'm going to go back. So many yards or whatever, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull back. It's not going to be a flag on the play and I'm still running. No, you got to stop and you got to assess what's going on. You got to look at the field, the whole field, and see what your next move is going to be. You can't just be running around in this world blind. When you see a red flag, stop. Acknowledge that shit and figure out what's going on. When you see people running around from one situation to another like a chicken with their neck cut off, they crazy. I don't even want to be around people like that. You going from one check to another. You start shit over here. You come to my check. You start shit over here. You go over there. You start shit. You carry a bone over here. You bring one here. You carry one there. No, I'm not going to talk to you. Mm-mm. I don't want that. You live with a she devil? What's a she devil? You already said I was busy having sex in high school, so I was super happy. So sex made you happy? How did that work out? Having sex in high school made you happy? I mean, what did you get from that? Or maybe you didn't want anything. What we at? 30 more minutes, Essie. Phoenix says she went off on people often. Yeah, I didn't. Gosh, Yardy. Yardy said it's like people come over and about an hour later, hey, it's been fun. Now get the hell out of my house. What is a she devil? And why would you want to live with one? I want to know what a she devil is. And I want to know why you, how are you happy living with a she devil? I want you to explain that. Y'all, I got this. Did I show y'all this? This light up crochet hook. It's a crochet hook. It's got a little battery in there and it light up. You can turn it off and on. So I finally used it last night. Do you know that this thing is so bright that it actually hurt my eyes in the dark? I was like, God damn, what kind of light is in there? I mean, in the dark, it is super as. Y'all see how bright that is? Now imagine if I turned the light off. I was, I was using it last night because I wanted to see like how bright was it gonna be, like was I really gonna be able to crochet without the light on in my room? Because like sometimes I don't be sleepy, and my husband is sleeping. I don't want to turn the light on, even though the light don't bother him. He could sleep through a tornado, but I did it last night, and this thing is hella bright, like bright, bright, like bright, bother my eyes bright. But I have like my eyes are extremely sensitive anyway, so it may not be that bright to you, but it was super ass bright to me. That shit was hurting my eyes. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can do this. Ah, damn. Yeah, like a lightsaber. It was super ass bright. Yeah, I ain't really talked to a whole lot of people in high school. It was only a few people that really even knew that I talked. Cause I ain't talked to a lot of people. If I didn't like you, I wasn't gonna talk to you. But I'm like that now. If I don't like you, I'm not gonna talk to you. And I still don't talk to a lot of people. I don't know a lot of people, and I don't talk to a lot of people. My circle of friends is, I don't have a lot of people in my life because, for one thing, in and I'm not trying to, put myself on a pedestal or say, that I'm better than people. But, when people find out that I do spirit work, a lot of people want to be my friend thinking that they're going to be able to get something from me or they want something. And I just don't want people that only call me when they want something or they need something or they want to ask me a question. Like, shit, if you don't never call me just to see how I'm doing, don't call me when your dude ain't acting right and you want to know, can I slip some honey in his food or something? Don't call me when things is bad if you're not calling me when things are good. So I don't talk to a lot of people. I don't even want them problems. So I keep my um I keep my circle tight. Plus, I don't like a lot of people in my life with a lot of negativity. I don't want no drama in my life. I don't want no problems with people. So I keep people at bay. I got to do what's best for me. I like peace. I like for my house to be peaceful. My relationship is peaceful. I don't allow no women or men or nothing in my relationship. That's one thing I don't fuck around with is my relationship. I don't play that. So don't nobody know what's going on in my house because I don't tell them. You see, my husband don't be on here that often because this ain't his ministry. He don't like YouTube like that. I mean, if he in the house, he'll say something every now and then, but this ain't his thing. And so I'm not trying to, force this on him, and he don't really want to do this. I mean, he said that we were gonna start doing some podcasts together and stuff, but that's if he wants to do it. If he don't want to do it, he don't have to. Yeah, and see, I don't. No, I'm not like that. You're not just gonna call me when you need something. I won't answer. I will not, cause there's few people, very few people that have my phone number, and don't nobody have this number unless your last name is my last name or my kid's last name or we like this. Family, close friends are the only people that have this number. Now, the phone that I'm recording from, people have that number, but I don't even answer that phone unless I have set up an appointment with you. Half the time, that phone ain't even on. So I don't care about people calling that. I don't check the messages or nothing unless I've set up an appointment. Because I don't even want that. I don't, I don't I don't allow that kind of stuff in my spirit. I don't want it. I don't want you calling me all the time, telling me your problems. Because people will make you their personal trash can if you allow them. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm too happy. I'm not your trash can. So you're not gonna be able to call me and dump your problems and cry and boo-hoo and tell me shit about what's going on with you and Jonathan when I told you 2 years ago to leave his ass alone. And you didn't believe me. And now his ass is giving you a run for your money. So Yardy, you okay, so you saying a divine in one sentence and a she devil in the other? This is one or the other, sweetheart. You can't. You living with a divine she devil? Yeah, Leah. I am telling you, people will. They will make you their trash can. Even your adult children. I have to tell my kids, call me sometimes just to say hi. Call me to see how your mama doing. Don't call me every day to tell me what's bad in your life. Damn, you ain't never got nothing good going on. You got a job. You ride around in a BMW. You're cute. You're tall. I don't want you to always call me and tell me every time you fighting with your girlfriend. Because I done told you to leave her crazy ass alone anyway. But you keep going back to the crazy girl. So you like crazy. So don't call me when it gets cuckoo cuckoo. I have to remind my kids. Boy, you doing good. Your life is good. You got a job, a good job. He's a good man, Savannah. A good man. You got a good job, boy. You young. You got a nice car. You have your own apartment that you are paying the rent for. You have an apartment. You got your apartment, your complex got a swimming pool, multiple swimming pools. He live in a semi-gated little, place. They have multiple swimming pools, laundry facility on site, and you constantly complaining. Boy, if you don't shut the hell up, there's people out here living under freeway ramps. You just 2 months ago, you can wake up in the morning and decide which car you wanted to drive to work. And you complaining? There's people out here on the bus, don't even have a car, sleeping under a freeway ramp. Thank God the temperature here in California is nice because you cannot imagine how many people we have in California sleeping in tents because they can't afford the rent here. It is too damn expensive to live here in the Bay Area, and you calling me every week complaining. Boy, if the girl ain't giving you what you need, get rid of her. She don't live with you, so what's the problem? Don't answer your phone. Don't go over her house. You keep going over to her house, y'all gonna forever have that back and forth shit. Stop talking to her. If she making you miserable, stop talking to her. You don't have to talk to her. Because you don't need her. She ain't paying your bills. You paying all your bills. I'm not gonna be with nobody that's gonna make me unhappy. I'm not. Just to say I got a man, or just to say I'm in a relationship? No. Mm-mm. And my husband, no. If something ain't right, I'm gonna tell you. I'll be sitting right here when he get off work. Right here. Oh, we got to talk. But that don't happen often. Yeah. Leah. Honey, I had to tell both of mine. Mm-mm. I don't want to hear that shit. I mean, because they would call and just go right into their story. Ain't said, Mama, how you doing? Hey, you all right? Nothing. And I had to tell my son, you do realize that I have arthritis and I have my own problems. You ain't called not one time to see how I'm doing. You look good, Mama. Okay, yeah, just because I look good on the outside don't mean good going on the inside. But that's because my kids are so used to being strong. I done always been, the backbone. I don't want to hear your shit. I'm not carrying around your shit. Y'all grown. You handle that. I don't want to hear it. I'm your mama, not your trash can. Yeah, Leah, honey, when you told me that, I ain't taking care of nobody's kids. No, I'm not. The only way I'm gonna take care of your kids is if something tragic happened. Because if you are able to take care of yourself, you gonna take care of them kids. Now that's different. My granddaughter coming over here, for the summer because everybody is working. Her other grandmother still works, and her mama works. Yeah, you can come over here and stay with Granny, but me just taking care of her? No. When you got a mama and a daddy, and they both work, hell no. I ain't taking care of nobody but Gizmo and my husband. That's my ministry. Gizmo, where you at? Sleep. And my husband. That's it. I ain't taking care of nobody else. Gizmo sleep. Honey, he is curled up on his blanket on the floor, knocked out. I ain't taking care of nobody. My taking care of people, the only way I'm going to take care of somebody's kids is if something tragic happens. I'm not going to take care of your kids while you out here living your life. You out here kicking your heels up and shit, and I'm struggling with your kids in my 50s? Hell no. These is my golden years. I done took care of kids. I didn't raise kids. I didn't raise my kids. I didn't have the grandkids here. Mostly all of my grandkids have been through this house as an infant. They have lived here for a certain amount of time. They got their ass out, then got them kids out. No, this is my time. Mm-mm. This is my time right now. I dedicated my entire, you know, younger life taking care of my children, trying to get them to the point where they can take care of themselves so I could get them out of the nest. See, we have to do like birds do. Birds will take care of their kids completely. And then they will get to a point where you got to get your ass out of here. I got to go. And they will kick their asses out that nest and be like, you get shit. You better fly. Your ass better fly. Because I'm tired of feeding you. You better fly. I was looking at this thing. This young lady, and I really respect her. The young lady that I was telling you guys about, um, that, had just became a priest in the Orishas, and she had posted something on her Facebook and was basically like, don't put your kids out, don't make your kids leave until they are financially literate and financially stable. Americans are the only people that put their children out. Everybody else let their kids stay, at home with them until, they can take care of themselves. That's a lie. Because if you do that, your kids won't leave. They will not stand on their own 2 feet because they get comfortable, especially boys. They get comfortable and then they don't want to leave. No, go your ass to college, go away to college. If you're not going to college, you need to be safe. Yeah, I'm going to teach you how to, be financially responsible, but I want to teach you how to be financially responsible so you can get on your own 2 feet and get out of my house. Because parents, we want to live also. And it's our job to get you to a point where we can get you out of the house so you can go on and live a productive life like we did. Some of the things that I do around the house, I could not do those things if my kids were still living here. I would still, not be as free to walk around like I do if my, kids were still living here. Hell, I might want to have sex on the kitchen table or in the, shit. You can't do that when your adult kids are still living at home with you. You don't want your kids to walk in and you in the shower having sex or something. Mm-mm. Teach them kids how to be responsible. Go to college. Get your ass out of my house. I'm not about to sit around here and wait till you are responsibly literate and financially and all that kind of stuff because kids don't want to do that. Your kids can stay till they get married. Well, what if they don't get married until they 40? Good night, Yardy. No, you can't stay here till you get married. Mm-mm. Get you a job and get you on out there and see what it's like to live. Cause you may not get you. What if you don't get married? No, I want to live my own life. Yeah, the birds, they want they babies to fly. Get up, get up, fly. You fly your ass on the way. Go, bye. Yeah, Leah, she can take care of them kids. She just don't want to, cause she got you. She don't want to take care of them kids. Why should she? She got you. She got you to do it. So she out there living her life. It wouldn't be me, child. Honey, you a nurse. You gonna come get these kids. You are, honey. She be done came home from work one day, and me and the kids will be sitting on her porch with their suitcases. Your kids missed you, sweetheart. So I brought them, and they got their clothes. Their clothes clean. They clothes clean. I done cleaned everything and ironed it, and they got some snacks. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. I gotta go. That would be me. And she would probably be hot as fish grease, but you know what? I bet you she would get herself together, good and together. Sure would. Essie say it's time to go, y'all. She said 7 minutes. So this is supposed to be like a little halter type thing. It go like this, and this is where you put the little part that go around your neck, and you could wear it like with a tank top. Like this would be actually cute with this little orange top that I got on. It's gonna have a string around the neck, and it's shaped like a. Okay, so it's a granny square, but you're gonna turn it on the diagonal, and the back goes around your back. It's cute in the picture. Let me show y'all the picture. So I got it off of Pinterest. And don't y'all be like, ain't you kind of fat for cause y'all supposed to be my friends. So y'all gonna ignore the fact that I'm a little bit bigger than this model. Okay? I already know I'm fat. But I'm gonna make it work, okay? That's the that's it right there. Okay, I know she's skinny, But ain't that cute? But mine is just one color. So she made four, she probably made five squares because there's probably one in the back too. But mine is just one big square. I'm just gonna kind of, I'm just playing with it to see how it work out. But I think that's super cute. I want to do this one. I wanted to do that one. So I gotta wait and see. However this turn out, cause this my own pattern. We gonna see how it we gonna see how it turn out. Yeah, I do have a real old video. It's one of my first videos. Let me see if I can find it. They might have took it off because I had used um I had used some illegal. Oh no, it's still there. It's from 7 years ago. The video is Pretty Princess Creations. It is. I don't want to play it because I think it's still got music, but it's one of my older videos. Go look at this, y'all. And it's got like all of my, not all, but some of my crochet creations. Some of the stuff that I crocheted like a long time ago. And this is one of my first videos, I think. Okay, girl, you talk too much. It's got music. That's why it's taking so long for the pictures to um, turn. But it's got a lot of my crochet stuff. Like when I was really crocheting, big time. Like when I first started crocheting, I was really thinking that I was about to seriously be. Oh, this is my watermelon hat. I was really thinking that I was gonna be part of the crochet community, and they left me in the dust, y'all. They was just like, cause they was reading patterns and everything, and they just left me, and I couldn't catch up, cause I still can't read patterns, and if the video that I'm trying to do the tutorial is not really detailed, I get really lost, and so I'm still learning. But I had kind of like stopped crocheting for a minute when my arthritis had flared up. I had kind of stopped, but now I'm kind of getting back into it. But if you want to watch that video, go back and watch that video. How long is this video? It's only 5 minutes. Let me see. Is the music still on there? Or did YouTube take it off? Oh no, YouTube didn't take the music off. So the music is still on there, but I'm pretty sure they won't. They're not gonna let me monetize that video. So Essie said it's time to go, y'all. I have no idea, Essie. Don't look like they gonna monetize me, girl. They don't like me. I don't know. It just it says it's pending or whatever. And I didn't know it took that long. So I don't know. Maybe I'm one of those channels that they consider hate speech or whatever. Maybe voodoo ain't don't fall into YouTube guidelines. I don't know. But they haven't picked me yet. So I'm still waiting. Who knows? Hopefully it will. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Cause I used it in all this time, so I can't get mad if it don't. But I don't understand why it wouldn't. And it's other people you know, who are just as crazy as me, and their channels are monetized. But we will see, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and I hope you're happy. And if you're not happy, I want you to figure out why you're not happy and how you can get happy. Okay? Because we all trying to be happy. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye.